Hello class, today we are going to start our new chapter, Internet. Internet. In this chapter, we will learn about network terminologies, email operations, social networking sites. As we know, Internet is one of the biggest inventions of our times. Internet is a global network of millions of computers that are connected to each other and share information in text, audio, and visual format. In previous classes, we have learned about different uses of Internet and how it has made our lives and work easier. Let's go through some important terms related to Internet that you have studied in the previous classes. In our previous classes, we all have learned about network topologies, and many more. Here we are going to start with our topic network. You can see the diagram of network here with the global connection. All the computers are connected. You can see here. As network is a system where objects are connected to each other as shown in the diagram. There are different types of networks: road networks, rail networks, power grid, and telephone lines. Some of them you can say. Internet is also a type of network. Here the next topic is website. A website is a set of related web pages which give information about a specific area of Internet. Every website has a name. This name starts with www and is called the URL. URL means uniform resource location of a website. Here it's given www. As I told, World Wide Web is the wide collection of websites that we access from the Internet. Here you can see it is multiply given as a www http on a globe with a covering that worldwide, over all the world, all the things we can search from anywhere on any website. Next is email. Like we send messages, SMS through our phones to our relatives, our friends. In the same way, emails are sent through the Internet with the help of computers. We can send text, images, sound files as well as videos files. There is a certain limit on the amount of data that we can send through emails. Email stands for electronic mail. Nowadays we can use our Android phones also to send email to any person. Next is ISP, Internet Service Provider. As the name suggests, ISP is a company that provides internet access to its users in the form of data. The Reliance Jio, VI, and Airtel are some examples of internet service provider. Next is Intranet. The Intranet is a private network connection that is established by the companies or organizations to share information and resource among its employees over shared folders. It is restricted network, which means only authorized users can use it and have access to it. For example, in our banks also this kind of network is used. Only bank members can access their account. All the information can be collected over there with them only. Okay. Our next topic is here given some more important terms. The first one is domain name. A domain name is used for finding and identifying computer on the network. A domain name is used in web browser to identify the different types of website. .com, .edu, .gov. These all are the websites. .com is used for commercial websites. .edu is used for educational websites, and .gov is the government websites. For the government purpose, these websites are made. So next is IP address. This is a unique set of numbers that is assigned to each device connected to the Internet. The IP stands for Internet Protocol. The IP address is written by separating the numbers with dots. For example, it is given in your book 103.104.183 206. These all are the dots that are identifying, and in a separate forms a different IP address contains a different system. Each and every system have a different IP address. Next is DNS, the domain naming system. Is the phone book of the internet. It contains the host name and the domain name. As it is difficult to remember IP addresses, internet users use domain names. It is the DNS service that translates domain names into IP addresses and helps the user to connect to websites. In that www, that ultimateknowledge.com, the ultimate knowledge is the host name and .com is the domain. Okay, next is hyperlink. In our previous chapters also we have learned about the hyperlink. Hyperlink is a reference on a website that directs the user to the another web page or website when we click on it. And hypertext is a text phrase that takes the user to another web page or website when we clicked on it. It usually appears in blue color with an underline. The text which is hypertext is usually in blue color and also underlined. Our next topic is bandwidth. Bandwidth is a capacity. Is the capacity of a network media, wired or wireless. Both type of media can be used to transmit the maximum amount of data from one point to another over a computer network or internet connection in a given amount of time. In internet, bandwidth means the data transfer rate. In other words, you can say the internet speed. It is usually measured in megabytes per second, Mbps. Okay. Next is electronic mail, email. We have already studied about email in the previous class. That is the messaging service, both the personal as well as professional, that lets us to send some messages from one email address to another along with the text, and we can upload and send attachments to different files formats of a certain size and limit. Email is a fast and reliable mode of communication that is usually used by professionals all around the world. We need a valid email address to send and receive emails. An email look like somehow, you can see here it is given an albert@gmail.com. Here the Albert is the username and the gmail.com is the website on which the email address has been created. Along with the email address, we also need an active internet connection. Without internet connection, we are not able to send any that email or not able to receive any email. Next is creating an email account. How we can create an email account? There are some steps given here. Let us see how I am going to show how we are going to create an email ID. First step is that first we have to go to any web browser like Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, and enter the name of the website on which we have to make an email account. Suppose we enter the gmail.com. Here you can see the steps. First I have opened that Google Chrome and then I am going to the Gmail. Okay. Now I am going to create a new account. So first we have to write the username here. Then first name. Then last name. Here you can see. And the desired login name if we want, whatever. After writing this, I can write it according to our need. Then check availability. It is not required, but if we want a secured account, we can type. Then we have to choose a password, and password should be a combination of letters, numbers and special characters. Then we have to re-enter to recheck the password as it is confirmed. For the confirmation you can say, and stay sign in because we want to stay here. After creating our account we have to see, we can check. Next here you can see we will use here a recovery mail address. It is given here, and then after that birthday date, location. For example, I have given here United States, and here you can see a word in a green color that is given. It is used for a security purpose. For that if we are going to write, so no robotics is using, no other person is using this one. For the security purpose these kind of terms came here to retype here, that we can type. This is a word verification. After this, here we can birthday date with the month, date and year. First we have to enter the month, then date, then year. We can create here, and here you can see this green word that I am typing. Then I accept, create my account. I accept all the terms and policies what the Google has given to me. I have to click on the I agree, and you can see our email account has been created. Here I am going to click show my account, and then it is going to see. We can see in front of us. Okay. If we want to create, if we want to open another time, we can open. Yes, have you all seen the steps that how we have created our account? It's very easy, we all can create, and most of you all are having also, I think. So next is our sections of mailbox. There you can see the mailbox. First one is the compose mail with the plus sign, we can see. So by clicking on this we can create new mail account, new mail message. Next is inbox. Here all the mails that I have shown that show me my account, we have seen the inbox messages. All the messages that we have received will be shown over there. Next is starred. Starred mails are labeled with yellow star. We can mark our important mails by clicking on the star label on the mail. Next is drafts. Here we can see the messages that we have prepared but wish to send them later on. Before this it was the sent option. Here we can see all the mails that we have sent to someone. After drafts, next is spam. Here we can see the mails that are likely to be spam, that is irrelevant messages sent to a large number of users. So the seventh one is trash. Trash, we can see all the mails that we have deleted or the messages that have been in trash from more than 30 days will automatically deleted. Whatever the message is in the trash box, it will automatically deleted after 30 days. Next is basic email operations. What are the basic email operations? First is we have an email address of our own as we have created. We can compose and send emails. We can also attach files, read our emails and reply to them. Download attachments, forward the emails or even delete them. All these are the basic operations that we usually do with our email. Next is here we are going to write and send emails. So for writing an email, first we have to click on the compose button, the plus sign in our Gmail account. In the compose mail window, write down the email address of the recipient in the following boxes as required. You can see here the 3 boxes to whom we have to send the message. In the 2 box, here we write the email address of the recipient. We can send email to multiple persons by separating their email addresses by a space, by giving a space. Okay. CC, this means the carbon copy. Adding someone in the CC list means the person will receive a carbon copy of this message and all recipients will be able to see the other recipients. Okay. Next is BCC. It is, you can see, a blind carbon copy. It implies the person whose email addresses are mentioned in this category will receive a carbon copy of the message, but they will not be able to see who are the other recipients to whom I have sent the same messages. Okay. Next is write the subject, prepare your message and click on the send button. We can send mail from the sent mail box by clicking on the send button. Here you can see the send button with the arrow. Then after that, reading emails, the inbox mailbox shows you the list of mails received. Click on any mail to open it and read the message and click on the back to inbox link. Next is adding an attachment. First we have to prepare a mail, enter the email address of the recipient and subject along with the text. Then we have to click on the attach files icon. With the you can see the attachment icon is a kind of a U-pin. This kind of mark is a mark for the attachment. So first we have to click on this icon. On a compose mail window, the open dialog box will appear in front of us. Then click on the file that we need to send and click on open button. The selected file will start uploading. Once the uploading is complete, send the email by clicking the send message button. Here you can see the send button with the blue color. This we have to click and our mail with an attachment will be sent. Next is forwarding mails. It means the mail that you have got and you have to forward someone else. We can forward that mail to other person. If we want to give the reply, we can give the reply also of these mail. Okay, with the clicking on forward button, we can forward this mail to another person. After clicking on this button, we have to write the email address of that person to whom we want to send this mail. And for the reply button, to the same person, if somebody asks me, are you coming for the party? For example, I have got the message for the party and they are asking, are you coming or not? So we can send the reply by clicking on the reply button that yes, I will be late, I will be some late and I will be there. For whatever we want, we can give the reply according to that message. Next is deleting an email. We can delete also the email that I don't want to see in our inbox. We can delete the same message also. And as I told that after deleting the message, that will move to the trash box of this email, and this will be deleted after 30 days. The message in the trash box will move to the will delete it for permanently after 30 days. Okay. It is a trash which is like a recycle bin, you can say. We can again restore from there if it is there, if any message is there before 30 days. Okay. Next is email etiquettes. What are the email etiquettes? When you send a mail to somebody, it should serve the intended purpose, not for like as usual I have sent this thing. So we have to intended purpose. In this regard, some etiquettes are generally followed while writing emails. First one, the subject of the mail should clearly specify the purpose of the mail. It should not be confusing and the recipient should be able to clearly differentiate the mail from the rest simply by reading the subject. Avoid using too many capital letters in your mail. Okay. An email does not need to be very lengthy. It should be to be point to the point message. Okay, you don't have to write full story. That's this. Just try to write a short email. It is always good habit to proofread your email before clicking on send button, so that error-free message will be there. Use proper solution while writing formal emails. Use dear, insert name. Otherwise, a hi or a hello is a good enough. Okay. Next is a text message does not always convey expressions or emotions. So when you write something funny, remember to add a couple of smileys along with the text so that the intent of the humor is clear. Make it a habit to reply to all mails you receive. Okay, if whatever the mails we are getting, we must have to reply if it is reliable, if it is a mail that we know the person to whom we have to give the reply, to whom we don't have to give the reply, because some spam mails also came on the email. Give a timely and polite reply to each legitimate email you receive.